everybody. Welcome to our first video that is in our craft series for our summer reading program. So it is week 1. Today is June 3rd and it is the beginning of our very first virtual summer reading program. I'm sad that you all aren't here with me at the library, but this gives us a great way to interact. So everybody by now should have gotten their box, and everybody's box might look a little different, but what's on the inside is the same. And there's supplies in there for each week for the crafts that we're going to be doing. On the top of your box, you might have gotten your packet of papers. So there's a little kind of welcome letter here to you from the library. And then there's going to be the schedule that shows you which week and which craft we're going to be doing, so that you'll be ready whenever you go to watch these videos. Then after that, there are printed out instructions for each craft, okay? So today, since it's week 1, we are doing the journal and bookmark craft. So I'm gonna look here in my box and I'm gonna dig around until I find my bag that's labeled journal kit. Yours probably has a white label on it that says journal kit. So you're gonna want that out, so get that out. And then you're also gonna wanna find your really big bag and it has a whole bunch of stuff in it, and it's called general supplies. So you're gonna wanna find that also, because you're gonna need that to do this craft too. So let's take everything out of our journal kit. We have a 3-pack of journals. Now, your designs might be a little bit different. I think we had 3 different kinds of designs. So this is a 3-pack of journals. And there's an envelope. And there's this little bag, and it has this is called a tongue depressor, but it also looks like a popsicle stick. And there's a piece of ribbon in there. So you're gonna wanna get those things out, and then pick up your 3-pack of journals, and you're gonna want to use your fingernail or something so that you can take this plastic off and open up your journals. So see, like I said, there's 3 here in this pack. Okay. And this we're going to turn into a bookmarker, okay? So I started working on my journal today before I had to do this video so that I could show you some ideas on how you could use these. So since everybody has 3, you could actually designate one journal for different things. So in my journal, some of the things that I did was I have a little area where I'm drawing. And I drew a sun and some clouds and grass. And I'm gonna add a dog in here and a house, but this is one section of my journal where I'm just drawing. So you can draw anything you want. And in your supply kit, everybody should have their own set of crayons. You see, these are your crayons. There's 6 different crayons in there. Everybody has a little set of markers. My markers look a little bit different than yours, but everybody got some markers, so you can use those in your journal. Everybody got one of these pens, and it has all of these different colors, and this would be perfect for writing different things down in your journal. And everybody also got a pencil, and it's already been sharpened. Don't poke anybody with that. And when you hold your pencil, it turns a different color. So anyhow, I used some of my crayons and did some coloring. And also I was out for a walk earlier and I was keeping record of the different things that I've seen. So I made a little chart here and I used my different colors from my really cool pen that has all these colors on it. So I was keeping track of how many birds, dogs, cats, and cars did I see, and I kept tally marks for those. So that was another part of my journal that I was using. And then another thing that I did with part of my journal was I put some notes in it. So my kids and I write each other notes all the time. We always have Post-it notes at my house, and we always leave little notes. Sometimes they're sweet, sometimes they're silly, but it's always fun to get a little note from someone. And so I have some notes that I had here at my desk that I wanted to keep in a safe spot, and I thought in my journal would be just perfect for that. So I've got a note from each of my kids in here that I'm saving. So those are some different things that I've done. Then also I took my pencil so that I could just write in my journal. Write about my day, how I was feeling, and how things were going. And I started out and I wrote, "Dear Journal," and it says, "Today is June 3rd, 2020. I can't believe it is already June. The pool here in Phillip opened on Monday. Talk to you later, Sarah." So these journals can really be used in so many different ways. You can keep track of things, you can draw, you can keep keepsakes in here, all different sorts of things. Now, one of the other things that you had in your journal kit was an envelope, just a plain envelope. Yours has a stamp on it, it should. And that is because we thought this would be a great opportunity for you to write to someone, maybe a grandma or a grandpa or an aunt or uncle or a friend that you haven't seen in a while. Getting mail can be so much fun, and I'll bet you that they would write back. So here is an envelope, and the stamp would go right here, and this is backwards on the screen, but your return address would go here. So you would put your name, your address, your town and state and zip code. And then here you would put who it's to. So Grandma Rose and her P.O. box number. And does she live in Phillip, South Dakota, and what our zip code is. And then this journal paper out of here, if you write a little letter, you can just fold it in half, and it'll go right inside the envelope, just like that, and you can seal it, and it's ready to go. So that's another way that you can use your journals. Okay, so let's talk about our bookmark kit. So like I said, you're gonna have a popsicle stick, and you're gonna have a ribbon in there. Okay, now, in your general supply kit, you're gonna want to decide, first of all, there's some of these in there, and then on the other side, they look like this. And I know it's probably really hard to see on the screen, but these are little squares, and inside each little square is a glue dot, okay? So why don't you get this out of your bag and get these two things out of their bag, okay? Let's do that now. So I'm gonna open that up and take these out. And then, like I said, each one, and they're perforated, so they rip right off, okay? So I took one off, and then when I peel that off, see that dot? Yep, that is my glue dot. So I am going to use that glue dot and take it off the plastic, and I'm gonna put it at the end of my ribbon, okay? So putting it at the end of my ribbon. Then I'm gonna use it and stick it to the end of my stick, and I'm gonna press really hard with my thumb, like that, okay? So once we have this done, this is going to be like a bookmark for in our journal. So you can put it in your book like this and close it, and then see your little ribbon that sticks out to keep your place. Okay, so we've got the ribbon attached to our bookmarker, and we really should decorate this a little bit. And I think we're gonna put something cute here on the end of it. So in your general supply kit, you've got a bag that is full of ribbon and stickers and jewels and stuff. Now, if you decide that you don't like this silver ribbon and you would like something else, you got a whole bunch of ribbon and you can pick one of those to put on the end of it, okay? Now, we have a whole bunch of foam stickers and jewels and whatnot. Now, I would not recommend putting it on the stick itself because that's going to make it thicker and bulky, and then it's going to be much harder for it to stay in the book and stay closed. But I thought it would be kind of cool to put a little something on the end of this. So I'm going to use this green heart and I'm going to peel the backing off just like that. And then I am going to put that on the end of my ribbon. Just like that, okay? Now, the part that I peeled off the back, do you see so this still feels sticky and that's gonna stick to stuff. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna press this back on so that we don't get stuff sticking to our heart, okay? Just like that, see? Now, when I stick it in my book, like that, I have this cute little thing that sticks out and holds my place for me. Now, I'm going to decorate my stick. Now, you can use your markers, and if purple is your favorite color, you could get out your purple, and you could, using the side of the marker or the head of the marker, you could color it and get some color on it like that. So you could do it all one color, or you could do it a couple different colors. I'm going to add a couple other colors. I have this other one, and I'm going to add that to what I just did. Like that. So that's pretty simple. Now, and those were with the markers. Now, I know you also have paint in your kits and you're going to use that for another craft, but you do have enough paint that if you wanted to paint one side one color and the other side another, you sure could, but make sure that you have help from mom and dad